Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We give thanks to Almighty Allah. We are about to start our class today, and today's topic will be on simplification and substitution of algebraic expression. That is what we are going to do today. So we are going to. There are some things that we need to know under simplification. The first one is that you need to note all this. When you have your x. When you have your x, that is what it means. Your x means that you have 1 multiplied by x. That is that. When you have your minus x, what it means is that you have minus 1 multiplied by x. That is your minus x. So if you now have minus 2, let's say minus 2x, then in that case it means what? Minus 2 multiplied by x. That is for minus 2x. You need to note all this. So let's say you now have 3x. This one means what? 3 multiplied by what? By x. What if you have 3xy? Your 3xy means what? 3 multiplied by x multiplied by y. Please take note of the sign here. This sign is for multiplication. Why this one is for what? Algebraic value for what? For letter x. Now, if you now have x minus 9, so let's say you have x plus 9. The value of your x plus 9 is that you have, it means you had what? You had 9. You had 9 to the what? To the number x. This is what this one means. Or it can mean that you have 9 more than x. You have what? 9 more than x. That is, your x is greater. You have the value of x is what? Is 9 more than that x. So if I say you have 2 more than x, it means that you have what? X plus 2. If I say that you have 10 more than x, what it means is that you have x plus 10. So the reverse is the case. Here, from here, if the sign is plus, then your x plus 9 is also what? 9 plus x. They are the same thing. The order does not matter here. If it is x plus 9 and 9 plus x, whether you start with x or you start with 9, it doesn't matter. The value are still what? They are still the same thing. But the other case is that if what you now have is x minus 9. Look at that. This one means what? Subtract. It means subtract what? X. Subtract 9 from where? From x. Or 9 less than x. Or what? Or 9 less than x. This is what it means. So, but this, look at the sign. The sign is what? Is minus. So here you cannot say 9x minus 9 is equal to 9 minus. They are not the same thing. So here, the value of your x minus 9 is not equal to what? 9 minus x. You need to note this under this. So please take note of this. Your x minus 9 is what? It means that you subtract 9 from x. It means what? You subtract what? 9 from where? From the value x. That is what it means. Why the value of your x minus 9 means what? You have 9 minus x. So let's take note of that. Now, after talking of this, then we now be taking what? Examples. Be taking what? Examples under simplification and solution of algebraic expression. So we are going to example 1. Please take note of all this that we ask you to note. So we are going to example 1. So example 1 under it. So we have so let me make it big so I can see it. Example 1. So the question says that the first question says that the cost of one adult on a holiday, the cost of one adult the cost of one adult on a holiday, the cost of one adult on a holiday is P naira. And the cost of one child, the cost for one child is Q naira, and the cost for one child is Q naira. The question now says that write down the expression for the cost of a holiday. Write down the expression. Write down the expression for the cost of a holiday. For the cost of a holiday for two adults and 4 children. Write down the expression for the cost of 2 adults and 4 children. So how do you do this? So we need the cost. So let's write it. Very simple here. You don't need to do much here. Solution here. So we are looking for the cost. So what's our cost for 2 adults and 4 children? We have been told that the cost for the adult is P naira, while the cost for one child is what? Q naira. So what will now be the cost of 2 adults and 4 children? Let's say, for instance, leave the question. Let's come in. Let's say we are told that the cost for one adult is 2 naira, is 20 naira, and that of the children for the child is let's say 10 naira. So if you are the one to pay for their holiday and you have 2 adults and 4 children, what will now be your cost? From here, what do you do? Since you have 2 adults, it means that you are going to have 2 multiplied by 20. So the money you are going to pay for the adult is what? Is 40 naira. While the money you are going to pay for the children is now be what? 4 multiplied by 10, which is also what? 40 naira. Add the 2 together, you are going to get what? You are going to get 80 naira. So how do you get your value here? You multiply the number by the cost on 1 to get your 40 here, and you also multiply the number by the cost on 1 for the children. You also get 40. Now you combine the 2 together, you now get your answer to be what? To be 80 naira. The same thing is what you're going to do for this. What is the cost for the what? For the adult? The cost for the adult is what? Is P naira, and you have 2 of them. So meaning that for the adult, you are going to have 2 multiplied by P naira. Plus for the children, you are going to have 4 of them multiplied by Q naira. Multiplied by Q naira. So you are going to have in total, you have your naira sign, open bracket, 2P plus 4Q naira. So this will be your answer. Meaning that you know the value of P, let's say value of P is now 10 naira. So that means we are going to have 2 times 10, that's 20. Let's say the value of P is what? Is 40 naira. That will be what? 4 times 40. And what is 4 times 40? That is 160 naira. And plus maybe 20 naira here. That is what? 180 naira. So that is how you are going to get your answer from that. Please take note. It is not that difficult to get. So that is that example 1. So let's go to example 2. Let's quickly finish this. Hope you have written it down. So example 2. Example 2. For example 2, we are told that we are to express. So there are a lot of them here. Example 2. So express, we do this. express 1. So we are to express 1. So what is 1? X meter and y centimeter in meter. You have x what? Meter and what? And y centimeter, all in centimeter. X meter, y centimeter, express the two in what? In centimeter. What will be your answer? We know that for the meter, how many centimeter do you have in meter? I hope you know that. So let's quickly have a recap of that. So it is 10 millimeter, that is equal to 1 centimeter, and it is 100 centimeter, that is equal to what? 1 meter, and it's also what? 1000 centimeter, sorry, 1000 meter, that is equal to 1 kilometer. So take note of this. So if you are now to convert your millimeter to meter, you are going from where? From millimeter to meter. So how many millimeter make 1 meter now? You just want to say what? 10 times what? 100. So that is what? 1000 millimeter equals to 1 meter. If you are asked that how many centimeter now from here, centimeter make what? 1 kilometer. It's a matter of what? Coming from here to here. This one is 100 of it that make this, and it is 1000 of it that make this. So how many of this will now make this? How many centimeter make 1 kilometer now? That is what? 100 times what? 1000. That is 100,000 centimeter equals what? 1 kilometer. So let's now come from here to here now. If you're coming from millimeter to what? To kilometer, how many millimeter make 1 kilometer? That is what? 10, 100 and what? 1000. So what is 10? That will now be what? 10 times 100 multiplied by 1000. And that is what? 1 million. 1 what? Million millimeter. That is what? 1 kilometer. So take note of all this. Now, let's go back to the question. So please don't forget this. So let's go back to the question. You are to express your x meters and y centimeter in meter. And we know this one can be anything. So let's take for instance now, what we have is what? 2 meter and we have 2 meter and let's say 40 centimeter. What will now be the value in what? In centimeter. This one is 2 meter, and for 1 meter it is what? 100. So you are going to have 2 here multiplied by 100, because 1 meter is what? 100 centimeter, right? So one of this is what? 100, and you have 2 of them. That is 2 times what? 100 centimeter. This one is 40. That will be what? Plus 40. So what do you have? 2 times 100. That is 200 plus 40. So what do you have? You're going to have 240 centimeter for this. Now, you know here you have 2 meter. That's why you now say 2 multiplied by 100, then plus what we are given here, which is now 40. So instead of writing this, let's now express it like this. Here you have 2 meter. Here you have what? X meter. So let's write it x meter plus here you have 40 centimeter. Here you have what? Y centimeter, right? So what are you going to have? Here you say 2 times 100. You have x. That will now be what? X multiplied by 100. That will now be what? X multiplied by 100. Then plus here you have 40. Here you have y. That is plus y. So what do you have? 100 times x. That is 100x plus what? Plus y. Everything in centimeter. So your answer here will be what? 100x plus y. Let me write it very clear. That is what? 100x plus y, close bracket for them, in what? Everything in centimeter. Y. So if your x is now, let's say, the value of x is now, let's say 3. That will be what? 100 times 3. That is 300. Let's say y is now 70. 300 plus 70, that is what? 370 centimeter. So that is how you're going to approach this kind of question. Please take note of them. So we take, this one is one of it. Let me take the second one. I want to rub this. We are still on example 1. So we're still on example 1. For the second one, you have to express your 5x minutes in hour. You have to express your 5x minutes in what? In hours. 5x minutes in what? In hour. You ask yourself here, so let's do the same thing here. We know that it is 60 seconds, that is what? 1 minute. And it is what? 60 minutes, that is what? 1 hour, right? So this one is this, and you can still go further. So 24 hour is what? That is 1 day, and it is what? 7 days, that is what? 1 week, you know that. And it is 4 weeks. It is what? 4 weeks. That is equal to what? 1 month. So you all know this, right? So, but the one that we need here is what? Is the one of minute and hour. Now, so let's quickly take a small, before we come to this question. Let's say we have 120 minutes and you are going to hours. What will now be the equivalence of 120 minutes in what? In hour? If we are going from minutes to hour, what it is what you divide by 60, because it is 60 of it that make one of this. So we have 120 of that, that will be what? 120 divided by 60. So in hour, this one becomes what? 120 divided by 60 hours. And that is what? That is 2 hours. Meaning that for 120 minutes is what? Is 2 hours in hours. I think you get that. But if it is not the other case, let's say you now have 4 hours and you are going to what? Minutes. That is what? 4 multiplied by 60 minutes. So this one becomes what? 4 times 60 is what? That is 240. That is what? 240 minutes. Now let's now come back to the question. The question is expressed in what? In minutes. And we're going to what? We're going to hours. So you have 5x minutes. So what will now be the equivalence of 5x minutes in what? In hours. So what do you do here? When you have it in minutes, what do? You divide by 100. But if you have it in hours and you are going to minute, you multiply by 60. So what do you do here now? From minute to hour, you are going to what? Do what you did here to hit. So you are going to have 5x over 60 in what? In hour now. So 5 here, 1, right? What is 5 in 60? 5 here is 1, remainder 1. What is 5 in 10? That is 12. That is hour. So you are going to have x over 12 hours. So converting your 5x minutes to hour is what? 5, is what? It is x over what? 12 hours. That is what? X over 12 hours. That is your answer. So let's quickly go to the third part of this. The third part of this. So the third part of that, we have you have to express your 120 hours in minutes. Now that's the second one. So 120 hours in what? In minutes. So you are going to do the reverse of what you did in the previous question. Since this one is in hours and you are going to minutes, your 120d hours will now be what? 120d multiplied by 60. Then you now have what? You have it in minutes. So what's the answer? So let's quickly multiply it. What is your 120 times 60? What you are going to do is that what is your 12 times 6? Very simple to do. What is your 12 times 6? 12 times 6 is what? That is 72, right? That is 6 times 2. What is 6 times 2? That is 12, right? 2, remainder 1. 6 times 1 is 6, then plus 1. That is 7. So this times this is what? 72. You have 1 0 here, put it here. You also have 1 0 here, you also put it here. That is 7,200 D then you have it in what? In minutes. This is your what? Your answer. So converting this to minutes will give you what? These values. So that is it on that. And maybe you can do this one. The fourth one here. You have to convert your x centimeter in kilometer. What is your x centimeter in what? In kilometer. What is the answer? Can you try that? In the previous question, I told you that from your x, from your centimeter to kilometer, what is it? You will still go back to it. That is 100,000 centimeter is what? 1 kilometer. So if you are given here, if what you are given is in kilometer and you are going to centimeter, you are going to multiply. But if what you are given is in centimeter and you are going to what? Kilometer, you are going to what? You are going to divide. Hope you get that. Let me quickly use an example on that. For instance, you have 1 kilometer now and you have to convert to what? Centimeter. That is what? 100,000 centimeter. Alright? But let's say you have 1 centimeter now and you are going to what? Kilometer. That will now be what? 1 over 100,000 kilometer. This is your answer. Alright? But instead of having 1 here, what you have is what? Is x. What you have is what? Is x. So what is now your x centimeter in what? In a kilometer. That is what? X divided by 100,000 kilometer. That's your answer. So you are going to what? Divide it by what? By 100,000. That will be what? That will be your answer. And it's very simple. So let's see, we can take one more example. Let's take one more. So before we call this a day and quickly take our assignment. So the next question that we have here, we're told that the student has 2,500 naira. Example 3. Example 3. A student has 2,500 naira. The student has what? 2,500 naira. Out of that amount, as pocket money, as what? As pocket money. Now, after the amounts, we're told that how much will she have if her uncle gives him? How much will she have if is it a male or female? How much will she have? Oh no, sorry, that's a female. If she have, how much will she have if her uncle gives her 200 naira and 2 naira. So how do you do this? Very simple. You can even solve it without working it. Now, a student asks us, so for the one solution. So for the first one, she will have what? That is 2,500 naira. That's the original money she has. Then our uncle now give her what? 200 naira. That is what? Plus. That is what? Plus 200 naira. So adding 200 to 250, 2,500, that will give you what? 2,700 naira. And for the second one, how much will she have? That is what? Originally, she has what? 2,500 naira. Our uncle what? Gave her y naira. So what do? We are still going to add. That will now be what? 2,500 plus what? Y naira. Adding them together give you what? You have the naira sign and you have 2,500 plus what? Plus y. That is plus y. So this was the answer. This is how you was express it. So the main point of today's lecture is that we want to what? Open our eyes on how to what? To represent your letters. To express letters in to express statements and letters using letters in what? In equation. So when you have when the mathematics what question is expressed in a statement, how do you bring them back to what equation? To equation. So like this now, if you cannot say we have 2,000, this is how it quickly was express it. That she's going to have 2,700 now. For this one, she's going to have 2,500 naira, 2,500 plus y naira, 2,500 plus y naira will be the answer to this question. So that is how you was expressing your answer in equation. So I think that is that on that. So tomorrow, in our next class, we're going to simplification of algebraic expression. So I believe that with what we have done today, you have been able to do, at least to know how to express your statements, mathematical statements in what? In equation. So you are going to have what you are going to also play around. So you play around the following as assignments, and I'll be expecting your response on the assignment menu via the e-portal. So I'll be expecting it as soon as possible. So don't waste time on it, and make sure that you also you do as many questions as possible from your textbook. So these are your assignments. So the first one, you are told that 5 apples. 5 what? Apples. 5 apples cost X naira. Find the cost of 1 apple. Find the cost of 1 apple. For the second one, you are told that you have to find the perimeter. Find the perimeter of. You have to find the perimeter of an equilateral triangle of an equilateral triangle of side x 2y plus of side 2y plus 1 cm. So you look at the question now. So the knowledge that you have gained from our examples, you are going to apply it here. So for the second one, so the third one, the same thing. You also find the what? Find the perimeter of the perimeter of a regular octagon of a regular octagon of a side 70 centimeter of a side 70 centimeter. So that's the question that you're going to solve. So inshallah, our next class will be what? Be providing solution to this, checking your marking your assignment, and also what do the correction to the given what question under this. Please do take your time to go through the works as you are enjoying your holidays, because This one is still I don't even know what to call it. So we pray Almighty Allah, make it easy for us to resume on time. So please make sure that you use your time judiciously to work on all what we have been doing since all these days. So we can resume anytime. So when we resume, it's not very easy for you. At least we have been learning. We have been learning it right from time since we started. So please take your time to go through all this, to go through all what we have done so far, and make sure you also respond to the assignment. We say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi